What's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, hi, my name is Miguel and I am a long-term dividend investor sharing my journey here on YouTube to a $100,000 dividend investment portfolio. And today's video is a little bit different because I am potentially making the worst investment mistake of my life. I don't know, but we're going to talk about it here on today's video. But of course, before we get into that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on my video, it helps with the growth of my channel so much. And comment what you think about this potential investment mistake. But anyways, let's roll the intro. So like I do every single week on this channel, I go over the value of my dividend portfolio, as well as all the buys that I did do for this week. So let's hop into that real quick. So as we can see on the day, the market is still open. My portfolio currently sits at $13,522.08. On the day, I am up $64.34, or about 0.48%. On the week, I am up $88.32, or about 0.66%. On the month, I am up $771.69, or about 6.05%. On the 3 months, I am up $524.64, or about 4.04%. On the 1 year mark, I am up $1,997, or about 17.33%. And then on the year, which is a little bit more than the all-time, I am up $2,172.14, or about 19.14%. That is an absolute amazing return that I've had from just over 1 year of dividend investing and growing this portfolio to a $100,000 portfolio. Not too bad. I remember a couple of months ago when I was on the downtrend and I knew to double down, dollar cost average back in, continue buying more shares to get more dividends at a cheaper price, and now we are here. But as always, we gotta go over the buys that I did do for this week. So going into the first purchase that I did, I bought 1 share of Hormel Foods. So as we can see, I bought that 1 share of Hormel Foods at an average cost of $43.16 per share. Now hopping into my position in Hormel Foods, I now have 20.19 shares, and that's at an average cost of $45.46. I'm down overall about $41, or about 4%. And as most of y'all know if you follow me here on YouTube, I'm going to continue to dollar cost average into Hormel Foods because I do believe they are one of my staples in my consumer discretionary section of my portfolio. If you don't know who Hormel Foods are, they package lunch meats. You'll mainly find them in the food section of grocery stores. They are extremely volatile, which is why I'm okay with being negative right now. In the long run, I'm going to get paid more in dividends than I am going to be negative on this stock. I see myself holding them long term. They are dividend aristocrats, which means they have been paying and increasing their dividend for the past 25 plus years. They are going to be dividend kings in I believe 9 years. So when that time comes, they're going to have more value to their stock, and I will have been buying in for the past 10 years. So I'll be sitting in hopefully a really nice position. Now on to the second purchase that I did this week. I bought $77.88 worth of Chase Bank. That gave me 0.6 shares, and that was at an average cost of $168.26 per share. Now hopping into my position in Chase Bank, I now have 3.06 shares, and that's at an average cost of $134.41. I'm up overall about $100 on Chase Bank. I do see Chase Bank as a long-term hold. I did purchase them below $100 initially last year, and I wasn't able to buy any more since, and I wanted to buy more shares this week because I saw that they were on a little bit of a downtrend. But I do see Chase Bank as a long-term 25 plus year hold. Just like with Hormel Foods, I'm going to dollar cost average in. I see them going nowhere but up. They have a solid dividend. They have a solid 2% dividend yield, and I'm just going to continue to dollar cost average in, reinvest my dividends to get my holding in Chase Bank all the way up to about $2,000. Now on to the reason why I made this video. So basically for the past couple of months, I've been looking at Bitcoin, and I've been seeing a lot of people making videos on why it's not too late to buy into Bitcoin. And these videos have been going crazy over the past couple of months now, back when it was around $15,000. Then it went up to 30 and back down to 28, and then back up to 45 and back down to 20. There was a lot of different times when I was considering buying into Bitcoin, and I just simply didn't do it. And then this last Monday or Tuesday, I forget which one it was, Bitcoin went all the way up to $29,000. I looked more into Bitcoin, and I finally made the decision that I'm going to throw at least $1,000 into Bitcoin. But I'm not just going to straight up throw $1,000 into Bitcoin directly. What I am going to do and have been doing is putting $100 every single day for the next 10 days. It has already been 2 days of me doing this. And the reason that I'm doing this is because I'm going to dollar cost average into Bitcoin, just like a dollar cost average into all of my stocks for my portfolio. So that way, if it does go up, I'm not putting all of my money in at one time, and I could potentially get more Bitcoin at a cheaper price. Now there's actually 3 main reasons why I believe that this is a good decision on my part. So yes, I am a long-term dividend investor, but it would be silly of me not to jump in on some crypto cryptocurrency gains, especially when I can use all the gains that I get from cryptocurrency and put it into my dividend investment portfolio. This is going to help me get to $100,000 even faster, help me get more dividends to reinvest back into my dividend portfolio, so I'm able to pursue more things that I love while living off the dividends that I get from this portfolio. So the first main reason that I'm making this decision is because countries are now seeing the potential behind Bitcoin, and El Salvador recently just made it a legal tender. So as we can see, El Salvador became the first country to make Bitcoin a legal tender. This is great for rising Bitcoin even higher, and then going even more in depth, we can see there's a lot of potential countries that are gonna make Bitcoin a legal tender. As we can see, Paraguay, Venezuela are at the top of the list. The United States is down there at number 6, which really interests me because even using Coinbase like I do myself, you're already being taxed on it and you're already being controlled by the government in some sense. So for me, it makes sense that that's a potential step in the future for the United States, but that might be years from now, or they may never do it at all. The point is, even when you do buy cryptocurrencies, you're already being taxed on it, so it really doesn't matter in the long run. But that would potentially increase the price of Bitcoin itself. The second reason that I am doing this is because you don't want to put all of your eggs in one basket. That means diversification. I talk about diversification here in my dividend investment portfolio, so that way if one sector of my portfolio does bad, the other sectors are holding it up. The same goes for all of my investments. I don't want to have all of my investments into dividend investing because if the stock market goes down, so does my entire portfolio. By diversifying my investments into real estate, into dividend investing, into cryptocurrencies, I can better protect myself from one of the markets going upside down. So that is a big reason why I'm actually doing this, because I want to diversify more in my investments. And even more so, I do have some Ethereum as well, but for the time being, the rest of this year, I want to put my focus mainly on Bitcoin. Again, my biggest investment is still going to be my dividend portfolio, but diversifying a little bit and getting some gains from cryptocurrency, it's only really going to help me out in the end. Now this brings me into my third and final reason why I want to buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin right now, or at least dollar cost average into Bitcoin. And that reason is that I think that Bitcoin is going to hit $100,000 by the end of this year, if not early next year. As we've seen over the past couple of months, Bitcoin has been going up and down like crazy. Like I just talked about, Bitcoin hit a high of $69,000, and everyone and their mom is talking about how it's going to hit $100,000. This article goes into even more detail, saying that Bitcoin has the potential to hit $150,000 by the end of next year. I don't know how feasible and plausible that is, but seeing it the past 5 to 6 months go from about $30,000 all the way up, doubling to $60,000 and now $69,000, I think it has the potential to go to $100,000. I mean, why not? Worst case scenario, if it doesn't go to $100,000, it's still going to continue to go up in the long run. And with the potential of it being a legal tender in the United States, as well as in many other foreign countries, the value is only going to go up from there. So I don't see what the harm is in putting in money now. Now, of course, we do have to keep in mind that cryptocurrency is still very volatile. It is still relatively new. It's not really controlled by any kind of government. So although while there are potential to get crazy gains, there's also potential to get crazy losses. But with all of that being said, that's the 3 main reasons why I'm gonna invest $1,000 into Bitcoin right now. And I do have the full intention to sell once it does hit $100,000. I may be buying more shares over the next couple of months, but for now, that is my main plan. I guess the only thing left to do today is buy my $100 of Bitcoin, which I am buying through Coinbase. So if you don't have Coinbase yourself, link in bio, get $10 of free Bitcoin when you invest $100 of your own money. But as we can see, my Bitcoin is sitting around $300. Time to buy some more. And just like that, I bought $100 more of Bitcoin. Now today was day 3 of buying $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, dollar cost averaging in. So I have about 7 more days of buying $100 every single day. I will keep you all updated on my TikTok. So if you're not following my TikTok, go follow me there. But that's going to be it for today's video. Comment what you guys think about this purchase. Comment if you're buying Bitcoin, if you're selling Bitcoin, if you're holding. Let me know what y'all are doing, or if you're even investing into Bitcoin at all. But don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And then lastly, like the video so it helps the growth of my channel. And I will catch y'all next week. Peace.